Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Jay-Z from Wealth in St. Clair, downtown Cleveland. This is week 35 of our COVID series. Hopefully it won't go on forever. Got a great guest today, Senior Vice President of Key Bank. It's Eric Fiala. And Eric, you are in charge of community initiatives and community relations. And what is that? And by the way, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And what does that mean? What's your job when it comes to corporate philanthropy here in Cleveland?
Yeah, so thanks, John. I would say not only here in Cleveland, but really across the country, my primary responsibilities as they relate to corporate philanthropy are twofold. First is evaluating and affirming the strategic areas of focus for our philanthropic giving. And that's really to make sure that we're addressing the greatest needs in all of the communities we serve. Today, these areas of focus include workforce development, education, and creating safe, stable, inclusive, and resilient neighborhoods. My second primary responsibility is to ensure that we are achieving the outcomes we intend to have. Our purpose at Key is to help clients and communities thrive, and our philanthropic investments are one of the ways that we bring that purpose to life.
And you guys have done that for sure. There's a lot of terrific nonprofits in Cleveland, and you guys support so many of them. And you've been actually super generous to us for, 15 years, actually. So, and I know one of your foci was education, but what kind of makes Breakthrough in your mind and in the minds of others before you kind of hitting the bullseye of what you guys are trying to accomplish here?
Sure. So I would tell you that Key support is intended really to amplify Breakthrough's ability to provide high quality education to students every year. Philanthropic supports helps Breakthrough bridge the funding gap and really makes the difference to students who might not otherwise have a school option in their neighborhood.
That's I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I talked earlier about outcomes, and we know that Breakthrough students are achieving high performance in reading and math, and outperforming some of the other districts here in Cleveland, as well as in the outer ring suburbs. So this tells us that Breakthrough students, even though they might not have access to the same resources as some others, are getting the foundation they need to remain competitive in high school and beyond.
You know, that leads me to the next point. I mean, you're wearing the Education is Urgent hoodie, and so am I. And so why is education so urgent to not only the kids in Cleveland, but to Cleveland itself?
Yeah, so, John, we know that creating a bright future starts with a great education, and that when we support our students, our whole community thrives. A strong educational foundation helps students attain great jobs, and create even more jobs, and build to a future that we can all look forward to. Here in Cleveland, we partner also with Cleveland Metropolitan School District. We continue to contribute, along with many others in the community, to help transform public education and to provide Cleveland's future workforce and leaders with a strong basis for success.
That's excellent. And, as you know, we partner with Cleveland Schools. They're actually our authorizer. Eric Gordon and the Cleveland School District authorizes our schools. Hey, so as you know, because you guys recently committed again to be a really significant presenting sponsor, we have this 10th annual bash coming up. And this year, it's got to go virtual for reasons we all know. And I know you are encouraging, all the Key employees to actually attend this bash. It's the one year that a bash can be viewed by everybody who wants to go without even paying a big price tag for the food. So why are you telling your folks that they should go? I mean, it sounds like it's going to be a boring Zoom call or a typical webinar. Why do you think they might go?
Yeah, so instead of a boring Zoom call or a webinar, I think what's really unique about this event and what I like about it most is that it's really the students that are lifted up and celebrated. In fact, I think it's often the students who MC the event. And so Breakthrough Bash really shines a spotlight on the students. And I think this is what the work is all about. It is presented in a virtual format this year, but we have no doubt the students will deliver an exceptional program just as they always do. The other thing I'm excited about is that this year being a virtual event makes it even more accessible for a larger audience to attend. And I'm excited to see the turnout and perhaps more importantly, the increased support for Breakthrough as a result of that.
Well, we're certainly hoping for that. And what people have told me is they're really excited because they won't have to wait in the valet line to pick up their cars. So that should be a real positive. So Eric, thanks for being here. Hey, one last thing. So a lot of people in the community will view this video, as will our teachers, our educators, some of our parents will view it. Any message for the audience?
Yeah, thanks. So I would say my message is one certainly of gratitude. I want to thank you for your commitment to providing an exceptional, high-quality education experience for every student. I know the teachers are showing up in whatever way possible, whether it's via computer or in smaller on-site classrooms every day. And John, I'm the parent of 4 young children, 3 of which are school age, and I know this hasn't been easy. I also know that many of you are juggling your own families and children and responsibilities. And so I think this year in particular, the words thank you carry a most sincere message. And I would want you to know that on behalf of Key and our 6,000 employees in Northeast Ohio, we are grateful and say thank you.
That is super. And I'm sure everybody will love hearing that. Everybody needs a boost. And it's good to know that you and the people of Key, recognize that we're all trying hard, as is Eric Gordon and CMSB and every other education institution. We're all doing our best. So, well, listen, thanks a lot. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for the key support at the Bash. And we're looking forward to it. It's on January 30th. It's at 7 p.m. We're going to broadcast it on YouTube. You're all invited, and we will get more information out about it, but please come. And for those of you who want to help in the interim, you can go to breakthroughschools.org, and there's a little button that says Victory Fund, and that will help our scholars continue their remote learning as the year goes on. So again, Eric, thanks. Everybody, thank you. We'll see you next week. And Jay-Z checking out from 12th and St. Clair. Take care, Eric.
Great. Thanks, John.